Welcome back to Fallout 76, everyone. We left off completing the Scorched inoculation, and I believe this led us to the Fire Breathers mission here. And we discovered the Fire Breathers location, and we have to join them, but we have to pass a knowledge test first. So this is part of like the main story quest, if you will, that continues with the responders and gets us further into everything else that we're going to get into. We did also pick up last time a miscellaneous quest that I don't remember actually doing this one before, so I kind of want to I kind of would like to maybe check this one out for right now. So Hornwright Industrial. Hornwright is one of the mining organizations here. I can't remember off the top of my head if they were ones that sided with the machines or the robots. And we'll get into that a little bit later with the lore. I think I've talked about it a bit on the last stream, but we'll go ahead and check this out. So we should be right outside the Fire Breathers. We need to get up here to Hornwright Industrial. Let's check and see how we're doing on equipment. Let's see. We are 121 of 195. All of our weapons seem to be in fairly good condition. Let's check our armor. Armor seems to be doing pretty decent too. We hopped into an event last time, the Sheep Squatch. That's way high level, way higher level than where I'm at right now, but there was enough people there to be able to knock it out pretty quickly, so we ended up getting a legendary armor there, which is pretty nice. So yeah. I think we're pretty good on stuff. Looks like we're okay on water. We definitely need some food. Do I have any food on me? We have some Instamash. And let's see, what else do we have? Strawberry bubblegum. Doesn't really do much. Slows hunger and thirst for 2 minutes. That seems kind of useless, but we're going to eat it anyways. Well, hello, Cassandra. Good evening. How you doing tonight? Okay, let's see. I appreciate all the emotes, thank you. It's about all I got. Spoiled fruit. Disease chance 6. I'll take the risk. Looks like we're good. What is this? Pemmican? Okay. Yeah, we're kind of out of food, so I'm going to be looking for some stuff. Anyway, so we need to... We're pretty much just going to follow this road back through Charleston. We're going to get into the thick of it in Charleston, but we're going to go ahead and head over here to Hornwright Industrial and see what we got. As far as weapons go, let's see, we got this right now, and we got the sniper rifle. I'll keep this for now. Guyan, what's up, man? How you doing? The war criminal, huh? I haven't been conducting any crimes lately. We've been saving bodies. Occasionally, at least, anyways. How y'all doing this Friday evening? Let's see, that's where we will head eventually. Pemmican, it's a Native American snack, huh? I've never had it before. Let's see, we want to go this way. I really, hopefully the game sound's not too loud. Let me know if it is, but I really like the amount of detail like Bethesda will incorporate into like these games, you know, from a regional perspective. You know, it's one thing to create a game like Skyrim, Oblivion, you know, it's based off of a fantasy world, but then you get a game like Fallout, which is based off of a real locale, you know, and they do their best to kind of integrate their fantasy aspects to it with some of the realism of the location, you know. You found an explosive 10 mil in a stag? Are you playing Fallout 4 or are you playing Fallout 76, bud? Cat bowl. Let's see, wood scraps. Let's go ahead and take those. I'm still cautioned, so we're going to watch out. Maybe there might be another super mutant around here somewhere. Okay, this is not an area that I can get down, which kind of sucks. So... let's see. Okay. Oh, you're playing Fallout 4 right now. You don't have 76? Gotcha. I scored with this one because it was free one month on PlayStation Plus, and I just went ahead and picked it up then. I didn't realize I was going to be playing it at the time. This was like a couple years ago, and I was like, oh wow, look at this. There's a Fallout game for free. Got him. I'm really fortunate that this game is free to play too. Like, I know they have Fallout First, which costs money, but like, I don't have to pay for it, you know? Well, Cassandra, the game isn't free anymore. Like, I got lucky because it happened to be a free game available on PlayStation Plus. Like, if you have PlayStation Plus, every month you get like 2 free games. It's a roll of the dice, like whatever they have, you know? But I remember, like, one month it happened to be Fallout 76, so I was like, oh, I'll grab that. Maybe I'll play that at some point in the future. And I did. But from a server perspective, though, there is a subscription for this game, but you do not have to have it. It basically gives you additional perks. So right now I do not pay for this game. It does not cost me a dime to log into the servers and play this game. So yeah, if you do play on PC, I would just tag it on like Steam or something and wait for a sale to come out. I guarantee you probably around the time Season 2 for Fallout's going to come out, they're probably going to do some massive sales on all the Fallout games, especially 76, because they're going to be releasing an update for 76 coming up here pretty soon. So I would just keep an eye on for that. If I see anything, I'll make a post or comment or something. But yeah, they tend to give pretty good sales for this game because they know the money they make off of this is from the Fallout First subscriptions that people have, as well as like other in-game currency. So I'm really cheap. I don't pay for that stuff. It is what it is. But you don't know what your autocorrected your message. I'm not sure, Kyan. Okay, so we gotta head in here. This is we're going into Hornwright Industrial Headquarters. So it says explore Hornwright Industrial Headquarters. That's the quest that we have. Now there's probably gonna be some ghouls in here, I imagine. I already hear them. I don't like being so close to that. I don't like being so close to that either. There's a oh, Scorched is down here. Okay. It looks like we don't have very far to go, but... Ah, oh my word. Look at all of them up there. Okay, we're hidden right now. So we're just gonna sneak down here. I don't want to draw any... Oh. I don't want to draw too much attention to myself, but we might have, though. It looks like these guys can get to us from there. Here, let's just go up and take care of them. I don't want stuff coming down and messing with me. Oh, we might be okay, actually. Let's see if we can sneak in here. Oh, shit. Oh, I missed, dude. Christ. I woke everybody up in here, didn't I? Broken fishing rod. Used oil can. We'll take that. Take the handcuffs. Those always have springs in them. Those are pretty useful. Okay. So unlike Fallout 4, which you got to be careful about sometimes, is just because you log into a computer, the surrounding environment does not pause. You know, there could be like enemies walking around or stuff, and you got to be a little cautious. The game is quite similar to 4. It plays very similar to 4, so if you've played Fallout 4 or seen it, it's going to look extremely similar to it. Okay. So the current user, Yvette Wiseman. Okay. It says next appointment connection lost. Company memo, 3 October 2077. Attention to all employees. Due to safety concerns related to the recent unrest centered around the town of Welch, Our offices will be closed tomorrow. Employees will be expected on site at the start of business Tuesday, October 5th. Jacob Hanover, the Human Resources Director. Disclaimer. Hornwright Industrial will not be held liable for any injuries that you may sustain while attempting to access the office. Something was going down in the town of Welch. Company memo, 1 October. I should have read this one first. Dear Hornwright Industrial employees, effective immediately, access to our R&D and executive offices will require a key card. If you need access to those areas, please speak with your managing senior executive. As well, from this point forward, all employees will be required to sign a non-disclosure agreement. Any members of the organization speaking to the press or any outside parties about proprietary information will be disciplined. I wonder how you discipline an employee, but we run a tight ship here. Any leaks, we will all sink together. Jacob Hanover, the Human Resources Director. Okay. Archived messages. Okay, let's read from... This is so weird. These ones go from bottom to top. These ones go from top to bottom. I'll never understand how they do these. Okay. It's a tough decision, Annie. I need to think it over some more before I decide. Yvette. From Annette Boxton, Administration. It's up to you, darling. You can either come with me, or you can keep chipping away at your soul in exchange for a couple pieces of silver every week. All I know is that the miners over at Hornwright's kicked to the curb with those robotic scabs had families, and I won't be part of making them starve. Annie. So they're talking a bit about like the lore of what's happening between Hornwright and... God, I can't remember the other mining company off the top of my head. Okay. 29. Mrs. Hornwright. That reporter was here again this morning, asking about the, quote, mother lode. Mentioned something about a toxic dump sites. I told you I had no idea what he was talking about, like you told me, but I got the sense that he didn't buy it. Is there something else that I should have said? And not to bother you too much, but I haven't heard a peep from HR about taking over Annie's position. You haven't heard anything, have you? Penny? Question mark? Yvette. Okay, so something about the, quote, mother lode and toxic dump sites. 10-5. Hi, Miss Hornwright. I just wanted to check in. I saw that your car was outside, so I presume everything was all right for you and your dad down in Bromwell. I heard the rioters brought down one of those high-rise mansions, and I was terrified that it might have been yours. They had some of those foul-mouthed Mr. Gutsy things patrolling our block in Charleston yesterday and today, but when I came outside today, they were whining about not, quote, getting to see any action. So I'm guessing that the rioters kept it to the south. And is there really still fighting going on out at the dig site in Mount Blair and down in Welch? It seems like the crazy is spreading like wildfire. You bet. Okay. All right. So that's what we know right now. These must have been the robotic miners here. Let me look at the quest log and see if I got anything that I picked up here. We might not have the mother lode. This is the quest right here. So let's go ahead and activate this one. Search Penny's. It sounds like this Penny Hornwright might be able to help me get to the bottom of this, quote, mother lode. Maybe if I search her office, I can find more information about it. Okay. Kyan, you said you don't even know. Your native language is Spanish, so the autocorrect always fights you. I got it. Okay. I'm actually Hispanic, but I can speak only very little Spanish. I never learned it growing up, and I'm really upset about that, but it is what it is. Okay. So do we gotta go in here, or do we go back outside? Let me look at the quest map here. It's telling me it's in here. Let me turn off the other one and turn that one off so I can kind of see where the hell I'm supposed to go. Aha, so we need to go up there. Okay. No worries. Let's go ahead and start clearing this place out. Well, I'm actually half. My mom's Caucasian. My dad's was born in Mexico. Have I ever thought about learning my language? Plenty of times. I studied it a bit in high school. I studied it a bit as an adult using Rosetta Stone, but it just never was consistent about it. So. Oh, Jesus Christ. What are we getting shot? Where in the hell are we getting shot at from? From that dude right there. When you're working on a new language, consistency is the key. Let's see, Terminal Jeffrey Vaccaro. Let's see what this has to say. Let's see, it looks like we got two of the same company memos here. Yep, so that one, and then this one's probably the same. Yes, it is. Okay, let's look at the archived messages. Okay, it looks like we got one on October 12th from Jeffrey Vaccaro, who's the technology support group lead. Jeffrey, our opinions don't really matter here. This is what Mr. Hornwright says he wants, so this is what we implement. You don't like the content of the exam? You're welcome to take it up with Hornwright. Attached, senior executive exam answer key. Interesting. Can I grab that? I guess not. Okay. Okay. Well, maybe that'll come in handy later. It's always really hard. I don't want to say moderate, but like, you know, when man, dude, it was like, it was a while back ago, when I was playing like Fallout New Vegas. I had some folks jump in one time and they were asking me about like, hey, like, what do you think about, you know, X situation going on, you know, in this or that, you know? And, I mean, I get it. Like, you know, you'd naturally, you know, people are just curious about like what other people think about stuff going on, but like, you know, I don't stream to ever talk anything, you know, politics or religion or any of that stuff, right? Like, I like to keep it very game centric. I understand that like chat's gonna kind of, you know, talk about stuff. You know, it is what it is. So I don't ever want it to get like too out of hand, you know. And thankfully, everyone that's pretty much jumped in has always pretty much kept it kosher for the most part, you know. But I won't ever like start any discussion that's kind of, I say that and we kind of started talking about it, but I will try not to ever really start discussions that kind of get into any of that, you know, just because it becomes a slippery slope. So I try to just keep it mostly about just, you know, just the games. You know, I think the common thing that we all enjoy that brings us all to here for what we enjoy, you know, is like the gaming it is, you know. So if you're looking, you know, I always tell folks, you know, if you're looking for some of that other stuff, you know, there's plenty of podcasts, there's plenty of other chats and things like that around, you know, but it's just not something that I usually like to try to get into. Let's see. That's right, I forgot I put a mod on this one. Somerset Special. What I'm using the 2-shot right now. I could probably get rid of this one, actually. What does that use? 44 cal? So that uses a different ammunition type. I gotcha. This uses 44 as well, too. That one does 80 damage. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and... that's armor penetration, though. I really don't know which one. This one fires 2 projectiles. We don't need 2 shotguns, so this one has more condition than that one. They both do the same damage, so I'm going to get rid of the lesser condition one. Let's go ahead and scrap that. Pipe revolver, we don't need that. Pipe pistol, we don't need that. I don't know why I'm carrying this boxing glove around, just because it's cool as hell just to have a boxing glove. So you've tried learning German, Cassandra? It's very tough, though. Your grandparents speak it all the time, but you're just never around them enough. I spent some time in South Korea, and I practiced Korean for quite a bit, a couple months. I learned how to read Hangul. Somewhat of a easier language to learn how to read because it's based on very similar principles to English, vowels, consonants, and the such. And really, it's just about like combining characters to be able to kind of see it. So, like, I can read it and then sound out words based on how it is. but what those words mean, I have not a clue, you know. But it was pretty fun to learn anyways, you know. I think it shows a lot when you go into another country. What are these circuits? And you show that you've given some effort into trying to learn a bit about their one, culture, and two, language a little bit, you know, as opposed to being just kind of like an ignorant like tourist. Like, and there's nothing wrong with like not learning it, you know, but you know, just it's kind of just like the respect thing, you know. If you go into someone else's country, like, don't expect them to kind of bend over backwards, you know. It's like if you put in a little bit of effort, they might put in a little bit of effort, and then boom, you know. That's my philosophy. Let's see. So we're looking for this this office. There's a lot of stuff going on in here. Oh, there's a holotape here. Senior Executive Exam Updates. Let's go ahead and listen to this.
Hanover, this is Daniel Hornwright. I presume you've seen to it that the Technology Support Group has updated the Senior Executive Exam with my current answers. I'm growing weary of the spineless executives you've been sending me. You find me some candidates with the wherewithal to survive here, or else I'll find someone who will.
Interesting. So this is interesting. We have a hiring system terminal. We have a resume receptacle. We have a Hornwright hiring system. I wonder how this works. I wonder if we have to use this at some point. I don't remember. Senior Executive Hiring Exam. Invalid credentials. Okay. So we can't take that just yet. Can I do anything with the resume receptacle? Okay, we can't do anything with that. What about this hiring system?
Invalid employee. Password required.
Okay. This stuff, I imagine we will have to possibly interact with at some point, but it's probably part of a quest or something that we have to do that will get us there. So it looks like we need to go up one more floor level, but let's see. Where? Oh, Jesus. My goodness, look at this dude, man. He guys. Oh, Jesus. Wow, that was weird. The clothes went away as soon as I, like, stepped on him. That is disgusting. Yeah, Kyan, man, I would not have guessed that English was not your native language. Just from reading your comments. This is a super mutant. It almost looks like Virgil. Okay, let's see here. So, what do we have with Stimpak? Duffel bag. Okay. So we had super mutants in the mix over here. Pick the Wonder Glue. All right, let's see. Can we get upstairs somehow? Aha, we can. We can go here. Okay, we definitely got super mutants maybe around here. I don't know, but there's some super mutant bags in here. Maybe the Scorch took them out at some point. So this is the level we need to be on. Okay, let's see. Appreciate the emotes, y'all. We got some more super mutants here. Looks like there was definitely a fight at some point. Penny Hornwright's lab terminal and terminal Penelope Hornwright. Is it Penny Hornwright? I guess Penelope and Penny are the same. Looks like we got crossbow bolt here. It'd be kind of neat to try a bow build in this game. Oh shit, dude. That scared the crap out of me. Sorry about that. That dude was like, I thought it was one of those petrified bodies for a second there, but then he started moving and it just, all hell went, you know, all hell broke loose. Ugh, it's late at night. I'm on edge as it is right now. Okay. Let's see. So I didn't see anything in there. I'm glad I checked that out, though. What happened in here, man? This guy, holy moly. Okay. So I got a scrap box over here. Let's go ahead and scrap items really fast. Okay, we're down. We're still doing pretty good on weight. I really haven't had to do too much stash maintenance here. Let's this is the quest item right here. Let's read the terminal really fast, the lab terminal, and see what it says. I do be curious. Okay, looks like we got some lab notes that we can check out here. So it starts with let's see, 6/10. Yeah, June 10th. Let's read this one first. Okay, finally got to look at some blueprints for Garahan. That's what the other name of the company is, Garahan. So you have Hornwright and you have Garahan, and they were at odds with each other. Anyways, Garahan, the excavator power armor that our security department acquired. So Garahan was part of the trying to preserve, human workers by creating some sort of power armor that they could use to mine, whereas Hornwright decided to go with basically like a modded version of the Protectron that was going to do the mining for them. Okay. God, what a mess. A black titanium coffin, effectively. Tough, sure. But some of the shortcuts that those lab boys took to get this hunk of junk moving are laughable. I can't believe that they'd think that this is the future of mining. They're so dead set on leaving the automation out of the process that they forgot how air-prone this pile of scrap is going to be. Well, that's what you get when you work in conjunction with the military. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Okay. Lab notes, July 15th. Kyan, the Fallout stream is not complete without Zero having a small heart attack with an enemy. Absolutely. Okay, let's see. I helped Don Mobley, our lead tech over at Hornwright Industrial, with the specs of Rockhound's upgrade. He's having problems with power drain on the ignition cores at 220 megawatts, whatever the hell that is. So I told him to dial it down to 1750 and see where that gets us. I figure at that rate, maybe you'd get 1 hour per core. That should let Rockhound run much more efficiently. Efficiently. No need to overtax the old girl. And then August 29th. That's interesting. That is today, August 29th. The auto miners built in conjunction with AM5 or AMS. They seem... I'm trying to think what AMS stands for. Built in conjunction with AMS. What would that stand for? Auto miners built in conjunction with AMS. Oh, man, I can't think right now off the top of my head. Anyways, okay. They seem to be doing their job. So my father moved me to the new top secret project that he is cooking with the Clear Skies Alliance. They've come up with some sort of an air scrubber that pulls particulates out of the atmosphere and exchanges it with pure air. However, after poring over the plans, I have no idea why the Alliance is so trusting, but that's their loss. I'm thinking we could actually use these things to our advantage. Instead of just filtering out air, I'm certain that we could use them to pull heavy metals out of the air and extract them down to their base elements. I'm going to run this by the team in the morning, but I'm pretty sure that my calculations are correct. Okay. All right. So Penny might have had some side deals going on. Let's go ahead and see what's on her terminal. Archived messages. Ooh, man, she was a busy bee, wasn't she? All right, so we got some reading to do, folks. Okay, starting at September 30th, 2077. Well, that was easy. That was the quest objective right there. But you know it's not a Zero stream if we don't read all of the lore, so buckle up, buttercups. Yvette, you did exactly right with the reporter. Until my father says otherwise, company line is none of us know anything about the quote Motherlode project, which is closer to the truth than I like. But do me a favor, pop into R&D and tell him what the reporter told you. He should know what people are saying out there about his project. You're going to need my ID, though, as Dad's gone and restricted the top floor to senior executives only, keeping all of the juicy stuff just for us. You're up there enough, you should probably pop into HR once you're done and get your ID updated. For your application, I'm sure that it just got lost in the move to the automated hiring system. The current HR password is BBB Defensive Straight V7. Go resubmit your resume, and I'll make sure that it gets moved to the top of the pile for Annie's job. Penny. Okay. Let's see. All right, 2 October. Gregory, please come by my office as soon as you get in. It sounds like the shaking last night, it revealed some kind of vein down in Welch. We need to see if we can get our hands on the mineral rights before anyone else does. Penny. Oh, trouble down in Welch. I'm sorry, Dad. Gregory and I tried to get down to Welch as fast as we could, but AMS was already on site at the time we got there. It sounds like it's residuals from their old blast tests in the area, peeking under the people's homes. Knowing how AMS works, I'm sure that they'll make a mess of the recovery. So, if you'll manage to pull yourself away from your project long enough to read this, at least know that we tried. Penny. 3 October. Dad, if you're reading these at all anymore, I really need to know. I really need your help right now. I don't know what the hell AMS did over in Welch with this new claim, but they fucked up bad. The town is an open revolt from what I'm hearing, and it's turning into a full-on riot. They're trashing anything with a mining company name on it. The governor's already started mobilizing the National Guard, and I've put out to get some independent contractors over to Mount Blair and a couple of your experimentation sites. I know that you're still hurting over Mom, but I think everyone would really appreciate hearing from you, so please help me out here, ? 4 October. Gregory, I spoke to the variation site managers last night. We haven't been able to regain access to the Rockhound yet, but they've left all the others. Initial estimates for the damage are in the tens of millions, and there's still some rioters preventing us from being able to get back onto the digger. I need all the execs in a conference room today. If we get stuck with this bill, that's it. The show's over. These riots are on AMS. We just need to make sure that a judge agrees. Penny. Okay, 12 October. Gregory. The National Guard finally cleared out the last of the, quote, rebels off the Rockhound. The damage was so much less bad than we expected, in no small part because it seems those idiots couldn't sort out how the ignition reactors worked. The little blessings of proprietary technology. I want crews working in 24-hour shifts until that site's fully operational again. Every day it's down, we're hemorrhaging money. Penny. And that looks like that's it. Okay. Alright, so the next quest that we have to go find a way to acquire an ID to access the upper floors. That is somewhere in here. Okay. I believe we have to go mess with that hiring system somehow and see what it is that we have to do. I'm just kind of looking around here to see what else we got going on here. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and head back down. Yo, what's up, John? How you doing? Happy Friday, buddy. Yep, it was a busy day today, and this was the earliest I can jump on. Normally my Fridays are earlier days, but today was definitely anything but. So, hopefully you're having a good day. All right, the hiring machine. We're about to get hired into Hornwright Industrial.
Password accepted. Welcome, applicant, to the Hornwright Industrial Hiring System. Please insert your resume into the receptacle for analysis.
Please insert your resume.
Take our senior executive exam to see if you got what it takes to be part of the Hornwright team.
Attention, citizens. Nuclear strike imminent.
Oh boy.
Please exit the area at your earliest convenience.
A
Thank
nuclear
you for your
strike.
cooperation.
I wonder where they're striking. Normally it's down here. Yep. Alright, that is the blast zone. We're well far away from it. Way over here in the safety of Hornwright. I know the temperature's been cooling down, man. I've been happy. Okay, so we can either... it says, find a senior executive resume, pass the Hornwright senior executive exam, optional, collect the exam answers from tech support, which we kind of already did, I think. What was that, Jeffrey's terminal? Let's go find Jeffrey. You two are always so nice to each other. The first thing I see is a F. John, L. Cayenne. Long time no see. Let's go ahead and see here. Let's see. Which one was it? I think it was here. Okay, there's the exam. There's the exam answer key, but how do we get it? How do we acquire this from here? It's attached. We just need to, it's in the computer, you know. Collect the exam answers from tech support. Maybe it's on like a printer or something like that. Oh, here it is right here. Senior executive answer key. Oh, buddy. We don't even have to do it. Answers. Question 1, 2 or 3, 1, 2, 1. Question 1, blame the incident on agitators and local unions. Question 2, blackmail them into providing more information or send it to the media using the fallout to short their stock. Question 3, dig up dirt on the politician to lower their price. 4, offer them lucrative jobs to get them to reveal their identities. And 5, turn over the details to Hornwright's top-notch corporate intelligence team. Okay. Well, wait. So what was it? It was 2, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay, let's do that. All right, we got that. So now we need to go pass the senior executive exam. 2, 2, 1, 2, 1. I just got to get in here. Oh, is this a resume right here? Ah, let's go ahead. Filing status. Let's read this and see what it says. Mr. Hanover, I got almost all of HR's files added to the archival systems downstairs, but with the stuff they're saying on the radio, I don't think that I can stay any longer. I'm sorry for leaving early, and I hope it won't affect my review, but I need to make sure my mom and dad are all right. Sorry, Mr. Hanover. Greg. Okay. Scorched Earth. Defeat the Scorched Beast that is terrorizing the bog. Okay. Time to nuke touchdown. So there's an event that's going to be going on here. Looks like we got 2 dudes here. This would be a really hard... What is going on over here? Oh my god. Look at all these people. Did I see like a level 2400 over there? Holy moly. Look at that. This must be this is where the real mother load is right here, man. People doing this one right here. As soon as they're done with that one, they're going to come over here. This one's a pretty good one to do. I'm just pretty low as it is, so we're just going to keep working on what we're doing right now. There will be plenty of opportunities to do this. This is a good one to do because not everyone's doing this mission all the time, but it's fine. How many crimes in friendly fire did we miss here? I don't know. But I completed a quest. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Shoot, I need to join a casual team. Let's see, can we join this one? Let's join this one. Okay, there we go. All right, so we need to pass the test. We're gonna take the test. Okay, welcome prospective applicant to the opportunity of a lifetime. The exam before you will show us whether or not that you've got the chops to join the elite group known as the Hornwright Industrial Senior Executives. Achieve a perfect score and our automated hiring system will issue you an offer right on the spot. So, are you ready to take the exam that will change your life? Why not? Question 1. An accident has occurred at one of the company's automated mines, resulting in the deaths of multiple mine bosses. What is your response? Release a statement promising compensation to the families, blame the incident on the agitators and the local unions, launch a company-wide worker safety program. Well, clearly the obvious answer is you have to deflect, take no responsibility, and blame the incident on the agitators and the local unions because they're clearly responsible. All right, question 2. You have come into possession of damning proprietary information from one of our competitors. What do you do with it? Do you destroy it? We can beat them fairly in their marketplace, blackmail them into providing more information, or send it to the media using the fallout to short their stock. Clearly, playing fair is not in the best interest of the company. Who would do that, right? Blackmail them and providing more information about their proprietary information, or send it to the media I think blackmail is the more obvious answer here. Question 3. A local politician has come to you requesting a sizable, quote, campaign donation in return for preferential legislation. How do you respond? Okay, dig up dirt on the politician to lower their price, politely refuse, citing the politician's disrespect for democracy, or reveal the request to the public, exposing the politician's corruption. I mean, democracy. What? We are a business. Of course, dig up dirt and try to get them to lower their price. We're all about profit, and that is the end game here. Question 4. You've received threats from a group upset with our automation policy. What do you do? Give the evidence to the police, allowing them to deal with it. Offer lucrative jobs to get them to reveal their identities, or request a 24-hour security detail to protect yourself. Well, we are a certified badass, so we don't need 24-hour security. The police never get anything done, right? So of course we want them to to reveal their identities. Why not? Question 5. You've been offered a higher paying position at a local regional competitor. What do you do? Okay. Turn over the details to Hornwright's top-notch corporate intelligence team. Do you take the position despite the company's almost certain inferiority, or leverage the offer into a higher paying position here? Well, this probably won't good with the higher ups to actually say, hey, I'm getting paid X amount from this position over here. Why not bump my pay? Yeah. Take the position despite the company's almost certain inferiority? Hell no. We have loyalty, and we're not going to jump ship just when the things start getting bad, right? So let's go ahead and turn it over to the top-notch corporate intelligence team and see what kind of dirt they can dig up on the competitor, right? All right, answer recorded. Okay, the exam has been complete. Do you wish to submit your answers for processing to see if we are top-notch senior executive quality here at Hornwright Industrial? Let's go ahead and see what we did. Results have been processed. View results. Congratulations, you got 5 out of 5 questions correct. Hell yeah, return to the main menu.
It looks like you got what it takes to be our next senior executive. Please proceed to the Human Resources Office to collect your official Hornwright Executive ID.
Okay, so where is that marker at? Where are we going? It looks like we're going... Aha, right over here. Give me my ID card. Bleep.
Senior Executive Detective. ID card issued.
All right. And just like that, we now make $300,000 a year. Easy. Okay, so it says explore the building's upper floors for information on the mother lode. I think there was a set of stairs over here that we could go in. Is it telling me to go? Oh, we got to go downstairs. Huh, interesting. Okay. Let's oh, I bet you it's an elevator that we got to ride. There's no way there is Scorched or anybody. I heard something. Hello, Mr. Radroach. Good night. What was this over here? Ah, alien blaster round. Why not? Let's go ahead and take that. Well, hello, Nina. How are you doing? You were about to put in the disc where Zero the hero was. Hopefully you're having a good Friday evening. Looks like another super mutant over here. Okay, let's see. So we need to go into this elevator over here. As I was saying, I don't think anybody else should be up here. We had to do a lot of hard work to be able to get this ID card, right? I would be shocked if there's Scorched or somebody up here. All right, what am I dealing with up here? What are we dealing with up here? Okay, it looks like we can go beyond these walls here. It looks like we have another super mutant up here. and some other stuff going on. Just kind of doing a check around here really fast. Nina, have you been able to get into this game at all? Like, has it been kind of even like remotely interesting to you? I'm curious. I'd feel bad like recommending a game and then you're like, you know what, this game was hot garbage. I've been enjoying it, but you know, I have a much different taste than other folks. Let's see. Is there a oh, somebody already grabbed the fusion core from there, so I can't grab one. Okay, let's see. Looks like we got some waste acid. Grab that stim pack. You've been playing it off and on. It's not too bad. Kind of laid back. That's what I kind of like about it. You know, it's kind of like chill, you know. I think it's like, it's a game, and there's a reason why I only wanted to do it like one day a week. You know, you can kind of just come into it like whenever you want. Let's see, research terminal. Let's go ahead and read this and see what's going on. So we are currently logged in as Jose Brigada, Dr. Terminated. The Terminator. User has been terminated. Research notation. Looks like we got a couple things to read here. Okay, AMS hire. Log entry. Hornwright introduced us to our latest team member, a poach from AMS, Electronic Intelligence Division, which is the future of mining as we know it, were Hornwright's exact words when introducing the young woman. The child has one PhD from a state school. Let's not leap to conclusions, Daniel. But extra hands are extra hands, and I suppose, perhaps, this Miss Jackson can make coffee. Let's see here. You've also been playing TNL. You love MMOs like this where it doesn't push PvP. Yeah, this one's nice because it's like, it really doesn't even push PvE or, you know, like co-op. You know, it's like there's other people that play it, but it doesn't force, like, it doesn't say like, hey, like you have to play this with other people. You know, like you can play this solo for the most part if you want to. You know, but what is TNL? I'm curious. The Curious Miss Jackson. In the 4 weeks since she's been here, young Miss Jackson has managed to complete 3 of our outstanding research quandaries on the Motherlode project. 3 of them. Intramineral communication solved, subcrustal navigation, child's play, and an automated voice response system. Why not? The child even designed an infield repair system modeled off of my original Motherlode design. Of course, but capable connection with the system without work interruption. Nice. Throne and Liberty. Oh, okay, gotcha. I've heard of that game. A friend of mine played it before. I never did jump into it, but they seem to like it a lot, though. I think that one's a free-to-play, isn't it? If I recall. Do you play on PC or do you play on PlayStation? Let's see. The child is either a genius or a thief, and simply bringing us what she happened to write down during her time AMS. And I can hardly tell if I need to beg Hornwright to fire her or put her up for a noble, but I must say that I'm intrigued by the Curious Miss Jackson. And damn it all, her coffee is sublime. Way to eat your words, Jose. Direct oversight. It seems that Mr. Hornwright has decided to involve himself more directly in the Motherlode project. For security purposes, he claims. It is his belief that one of us tipped off the reporters who has the accident on the test site, and he wants to ensure that no such thing happens again. It is also my belief that Daniel is looking for any distraction that he can to avoid dealing with his loss. So I guess this means that he'll simply distract himself by distracting all of us. They recently made it free to play. Okay, but you play it on PC. Gotcha. I may have to check out some videos. I never seen it. Ooh, power struggles. And things had been going so well. Thanks in no small part to Mrs. Jackson's monumental efforts, systems 000 and 001 had been prepped and ready to deploy when we were staring down the barrel of upping our timetable by an entire quarter. We've now easily lost lost that and more thanks to Daniel's constant input. Inconsequential and incessant demands almost always lobbied at Miss Jackson and the intelligence team to make things more, quote, user-friendly, to provide them with systems with more, quote, independence. The poor girl is being run ragged trying to keep up. I've been trying to step in as much as I can just to let the girl work, but the man will not relent. To make things worse, Daniel has been requiring us to go through him just to get our requisition codes, making sure that we can't make changes without his sanction. I did manage to sneak at least one of his notes while being exorcerated for my, quote, unrequested interventions. It's the small victories. Repair beacon requisition code 36984. Okay. And for Miss Jackson. Miss Jackson, if you're reading this, congratulations on your promotion to project lead. No one deserves it more than you. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Get out now. I do not believe Mr. Hornwright is well. His paranoia and insultery have only worsened over the past months. My firing is no surprise given his growing enmity towards anything but his Motherlode project. I can only plead that you quit before the man snaps. Your talent is wasted in a situation such as this. Holy moly. Miss Jackson. Okay. That's all we got there. It looks like there's a lot going on here at Hornwright. Let's see here. What else do we have here? Let's go ahead and do a search around here. WoW recently dropped an update and housing, and there was all 20 players that were stoked about it. Not to talk on the topic of Final Fantasy 14, but since we're talking about MMOs really quickly, they recently sent a cease and desist to this one mod creator. Basically what the mod did is people that used a mod that allowed you to equip any in-game item on your character for yourself to be able to look however you want. You know, you don't have to spend any effort to get any of these items whatsoever. You can just mod and put them on there, right? This mod, what it did was allowed you to synchronize that with other people that had the mod, so other people could see what you looked like, so it was no longer to yourself. Somehow, I didn't really read everything or seen how it worked out, but apparently this guy had some of his credentials associated with something in GitHub. Anyways, Square Enix found out about it, and they tracked him down and said, hey, you need to shut down your mod. And boy, oh boy, did the community have like a big uproar, and they're like, oh my god, the game's gonna die, and this and that, whatever. So it sparked a lot of outrage. But apparently, I think there was like over 200,000 people using this mod or something like that. It was like crazy amount. So let's see, John, you're saying, or are you talking to Nina or me that I should play it on stream, one of these games just for shit and giggles, like World of Warcraft or like Throne and Liberty? Like, I probably wouldn't do WoW, but Throne and Liberty, if it's free to play, like, that'd be different. You know, I might do something like that, but I don't know if you want me to do it? Yeah, I could probably have a fun day like that one of these days. Okay, let's see what this does. External connection systems.
User detected. Connecting.
Oh, my furry game.
User connection detected. Motherlode 003 reporting. User System 003 requests assistance. Fuel levels critical.
Excuse me.
Hull critical.
I don't know what that was all about. Okay, something's not going on good.
This motherlode requires repair beacon.
We need a repair
User,
beacon.
Recover. Repair beacon.
Why not?
User,
Of course.
Recover. Repair beacon.
They had to give her like emotion in the sound, right? Recover the repair beacon. What was I gonna say? So I actually dropped my subscription of Final Fantasy about 6 months ago. I haven't played it in a long time. That's a long time for me because I played that game for about 5 years straight. So, oh god, there's a keypad here. Oh, there it is right there. 36984. Okay. I was wondering, I was like, Jesus, I don't remember what it was. 36984.
Requisition code accepted. Issuing repair beacon.
1-800-98 Jenny. Okay. It's too hot to do anything outside. It is kind of warm. It was cooler earlier. Collect the repair beacon. Do I collect it from here? I guess we just collect it from the dispenser. This is the easiest requisition thing I had to do in the game so far.
Beacon deployment clearance granted.
Why can't it all be like this? This thing just...
Proceed. Down. Deploy. Beacon. Proceed. Elevator.
A blistering 33 degrees, Nina? That is absolutely freezing. I'm sorry. I know you're talking Celsius. My weak intelligence that I have cannot comprehend Fahrenheit to Celsius right now, but I'm pretty sure that's pretty warm. What? Let's see. Deploy the repair beacon. Where am I supposed to send this to over here? Let's see, what do we got over here? Oh, we got a bunch of stuff over here. Listen to the music. I need to turn that off before I get a copyright flag. Hey, looks like we got some other stuff here. So we got a Hornwright estate access key card. Looks like we got a note here. Sam Blackwell, no on measured 6. Sam Blackwell was one of the senators that apparently went on the run, if I recall. Okay, Sam Blackwell says no on measure 6. By Quint Carter. Okay. The people of the Appalachian territories cannot sit idly by while their livelihoods are ripped away by metallic hands. These were the words of Senator Samuel Blackwell coming out of Herald interview as an authoritative voice against the controversial ballot Measure 6. Measure 6, set to be voted on this upcoming November, would issue a $2.6 billion bond to begin the process of replacing all human workers in the Appalachian government with automated systems. Man, can you believe that? That would be, I don't know. Replacing all human workers. Okay. With the goal of complete automation by 2087. Among many in the region, however, it's come to be seen as a proxy war between local workers and the conglomerates such as Hornwright Industrial. And the AMS, there it is right there, Atomic Mining Services. Okay, so AMS is Atomic Mining Services. They were probably the ones that were providing the automation for all this stuff. So they were driving the shift away from traditional labor. Yeah, screw humans, man. Like, they need sleep. They have to eat. Bathroom breaks, smoke breaks. They come with drama, all kinds of other stuff. Who wants human workers when you can just put it in the hands of a robot that just kind of works 24 hours a day and just does whatever you say, right? Jeez, what have we been doing? Anyways, in our interview with Samuel Blackwell, we spoke frankly about the effect that he believed ballot measure 6 would have on the citizens of Appalachia. A slow-moving disaster. It is our role as members of government to advocate for our constituents. What do the people of Appalachia get from ballot measure number 6 other than pink slips and empty bellies? When asked for comment, Daniel Hornwright, CEO of Hornwright Industrial and a major proponent of the measure, he stated that, quote, Senator Blackwell's professed interest in the welfare of Appalachia went out the window when he decided to start associating with separatists like the, quote, free states. We have no additional comment. Oh, that's all that there's reading in here. Damn, man, this was a short one. These things are always really good to read. Let's go ahead and take that. Looks like someone has a golf club here. Someone enjoyed some golfing, it seems. Okay. Let's go ahead and check the computer and see what's on the CEO's terminal. There's got to be some juicy information. The current user, Daniel Hornwright, CEO. He has... All right, folks, buckle up. We got some reading to do. Personal entry number 1. Vault-Tec has a saying, prepare for the future. I couldn't agree more. It's been a mantra that I've been following ever since I took the reins at Hornwright. My father always thought of the future of a company depended entirely upon its workforce. Your products are only as good as the people who build them. and he'd say this. My father had amazing foresight, but what he didn't have was the technology to make that workforce strong and reliable. That is why I'm going to full throttle on everything automated worker program that we have. No more sick days, no more vacations, no more maternity leaves, and sudden deaths in the family. We reduce the number of people that we need to run this company, but yet we maintain the same output and the quality control. The auto miner program is just the beginning. My ultimate goal is to fully automate Hornwright before 2100. If we can attain that achievement, we will no doubt be the strongest and the wealthiest company this world has ever seen. Oh, my goodness. What a preamble. Personal entry number 2. Having dispensed with the day-to-day lugs that once populated our minds, I've initiated a series of pilot projects to see what other molecules of the human elements that we might banish from the mining process. The most promising, however, was dropped onto our lap by a friend of a friend with connections of the Department of Defense. It seems that they've been working on a, quote, vertibird, which is a vertical takeoff craft, which it can be outfitted for a long-distance flight, air-to-ground combat, or reconnaissance. Our technicians believe that they might be able to strap an autominer brain and mineral detection system into one and speed up the pace of mineral surveying by a factor of 20. Very promising indeed. Personal entry 3. Hornwright was approached by the Clear Skies Alliance a while ago. A proposal to co-own a project that would utilize scrubbers to remove harmful particulates from the air and improve what they call, quote, an unhealthy living and working atmosphere in our region of Appalachia. My initial thought was to tell them that unless I could charge people for the clean air that we generated, why was I going to waste precious resources on such a ridiculous venture? The PR that it would generate would be decent, but we're talking about development costs into the millions here. But the one of my R&D gurus took a good look at the plans and said that the scrubbers could be repurposed. Instead of scrubbing the air, the tech could be used to ionize particles and convert them into usable minerals. That was Penelope. We read that on her computer. Perhaps even aerosolize minerals from our mines and collect them automatically. Marketing even came up with a snappy name, the Ash Foragers. Perfect. We'll have to keep this quiet though. If the Clear Skies Alliance finds out about this, they're likely to try and slap an injunction on Hornwright to get their plans back. Number 4. Shafted Lane was overrun by protesters today, carrying signs like cudgels, fighting their way onto the site to express their right to assemble by trespassing on my land and shutting down my business. But this time was different. This time, the men who I gave cudgels to drive off such rabble put them down and they walked off the job, joining the protest. At least the protesters are loyal to something. Penny was forced to scramble to bring in some independent contractors in order to restore order. I know that she loathes such work, but I felt that it was important that she do it. She needs to be toughened up if she's ever going to take this position for herself. But lesson learned. I'd like to avoid putting her through anything like that again. Our work with Robco has already yielded plenty of fruit with the auto miners. I wonder if they'd be interested in another venture, something to prevent little Penny from having to hire more strikebreakers. Personal entry 5. As I sit my comfy ass here at my terminal, I'm at a loss for words. How do I say goodbye to someone that I loved for so long? It's only been 2 days since my wife died, and it still doesn't seem real. All of that money spent, all of those doctors. It was all for nothing. I couldn't save Evelyn, and now the one thing that I couldn't afford to lose is gone forever. I mean, just think about it. Knowing someone for years and years, and suddenly, in an instant, the realization that you'll never hear their voice again, never see them smile again, never feel their embrace again. My daughter Penny says that she's okay, that she's made peace with the matter, but inside I suspect that it's taken its toll. I wish that I could get her to admit her true feelings to me, but her will is just too strong. I can't let this beat me. I must push forward. I have come to complete the Motherlode project, if not for myself, for my sanity. I will do it for Evelyn, and I'll prove to her that her death wasn't the end of me. It was just the beginning. Oh boy, it gets deep, doesn't it? Personal entry number 6. Security tells me a stupid reporter by the name of Bill Brayer hopped the fence to try to get a closer look at the Motherlode project. The idiot blundered in with his recorder in hand, holding it like a weapon. What the hell else was my men supposed to do? At least it was a clean shot and they took him down before that he could draw too much attention. Hansen in the PR department said that we should, quote, make a public statement to set the record straight, but I fired that moron right in the spot. I'm not sure how we'll spin this, but I've sent a company directive to all managers that this incident is to only be referred to as a, quote, accident. I'll have to give some thought, but I'm betting that we can turn this into our advantage. In retrospect, I'm almost glad that this happened. No one else will work around here be dumb enough to try and hop fences to get a look at our projects, and perhaps there's an opportunity here. Robotic security wouldn't have been so careless. Absolutely not. How dare they? Personal entry number 7. I can't believe my staff is distracted by the miners rioting. I don't know why they're worried about. Our headquarters is well protected here in Charleston, and we could always write off the Rockhound as a loss. This is merely an annoyance and a proof that we need to be fully automated sooner rather than later. The motherlode systems are performing at peak capacity, and they've almost completely exceeded our initial expectations. Soon, I'll only need a staff under 20 in order to keep it in operation, and then those rioting miners can demand all that they like since they'll no longer be employed at this company. Now who's laughing? Whew, man, alright. 7 entries down. Let's see how many archive messages we got. Mother of God. To Governor Evans. Governor Evans, I'm thrilled to hear that ballot measure number 6 will be taken up for referendum this November. Increasing the efficacy of Appalachian government through automation will establish our territory as a national player for decades to come. We at Hornwright Industrial will want to be a part of that. As you know, we've established ourselves as the experts at creating cost-effective automation systems. Our product line is constantly expanding and adapting, meaning that we can develop custom-tailored solutions for your needs. There is no better partner for the automation of the Appalachia Territory government than Hornwright. Not to mention dealing with the local concern rather than a national, impersonal, and conglomerate like Robco, they will certainly help the pill go down easier with the local populace. Why don't you and the missus meet us for dinner to discuss? My wife Evelyn has been eager to get to know the first wife more personally. Why does bro want a spear? Go play Skyrim. This is a empty subject here. It's Daniel. I have a problem that I need taken care of. Senator Samuel Blackwell. I need his voice quieted until the vote on ballot measure number 6 has been completed. I want you to ... scare him for us. No one is to be hurt. Just give him enough reason to disappear for a while. And while I'm sure that this goes without saying, make sure that this can't be tracked back to us. Okay. 2. Impressive work, friend. Your fee for the Blackwell job has been transferred to your account, plus a little bonus. I don't know what you said to him, but the fact that he's grasping at the, quote, sinister government forces and not us means that you said the right thing. Interesting. So there's all kinds of corruption going on here. There's a lot of backdoor stuff, you know, things with the atomic mining, you know, him blackmailing or pressuring Samuel Blackwell to get the F out. That way they can get ballot measure number 6 passed. All kinds of stuff. This is pretty juicy. I like how like a lot of this is like kind of all like interweaved with each other. Backdoor deals, whatever you want to say. Corruption at its finest. Okay. So we have to go and deploy the repair beacon. Look at this foot right here. Holy moly. Ball button. I guess is where we gotta go. Sub-level. Deploy the repair beacon. Okay. Something tells me I'm not alone down here. Okay. What do we got here? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, ho, ho, we are not alone down here. No, we are not. These guys are tough as nails. Mole miners, they say, huh? Okay. Let me see, what do we have over here? A Raider cushioned limb mod. Let's go ahead and grab that. Let's see, what else? Who we got here? We're just gonna kind of check around here. I'm looking for any holotapes, any notes, anything that could be of value. What is this? Control terminal? Let's go ahead and check this out really fast. Okay. Begin debug sequence. Set default audio device. Let's not do that just yet, because I'm not too sure if we're supposed to be messing around with that. Let's see. What else do we have over here? Got a first aid kit. A daddy-o. Everybody's got guns in this game. I guess if you're trying to do a melee only, you could use a bat. Is this what I think it is? This is a stim pack. Alright, we definitely need that. A miner's lamp. Well, we know what we're getting into in here. Let's see, attack hammer, loose screws, I'll take that. Okay. Aha, we got a workbench over here. Let's go ahead and scrap some stuff. We already scrapped our junk, so we don't really have anything else. We're at 122 of 195. We're pretty good. Looks like we got a safe right here. Oh, it says the Motherlode department safe. Okay, we'll go ahead. A skull. Did I put a skull in here? A miner hat? Go ahead and take that. Aha. Excavator suit final steps. What is this? Mr. Hornwright. Our efforts at shuttering Garahan Mining's excavator suit endeavor are nearly complete. Thanks to my team's interventions into the man versus the machine competition, our auto miners are now the talk of the region while the Garahan stock price is in a free fall. Now the final step. From everything my advisors tell me, the tech behind the excavator suit is solid. They say that their mineral detection technology borders on revolutionary. There's an impressive amount of proprietary technology inside of those walls. A hostile takeover of Garahan Mining is the savvy move right now. A fleet of automated, nigh indestructible auto miners, armed with the capacity to independently seek out mineral wealth? That's the future, Daniel. That's how we beat AMS at their own game. We just need to be bold enough to do it. I would suggest that we move quickly on this. Your, quote, Motherlode project will still be there once we establish ourselves as the premier industrial concern east of the Rockies. You say the word, and I can have the board here within 24 hours to start talking strategy. I would also highly suggest that you burn this document as soon as you've read it. Dutch Wharton, Senior Vice President, Corporate Engagement, Hornwright Industrial. Well, we're going to take that note. Burn it. Their loss. Okay, let's see, what else do we got here? Alright, so it looks like we got to... Oh, man, we got a power armor here. That's my first power armor in the game. Okay, so here's the problem with power armor in this game. It takes up a lot of space. And so, unlike Fallout 4, which I had beautifully stacked up, what was it, like 20 some odd power armors, all displayed very nicely back at my sanctuary location, you know. In this game, unless they've changed it, I can't like set a piece of power armor outside of my camp for display or somewhere like this right here, right? Like once I go in and step foot inside this, I think I'm like stuck with it. I don't know even how you get rid of it, but it takes space in your inventory. If you don't want it in your inventory, you got to drop it in your stash box. If you try to just leave it out, it's going to say, oop, and it's going to go inside your stash box. So you collect a lot of these and they start to just eat up a lot of space. You noticed a lot of people don't use PAs. I mean, it's definitely useful. Like, there's certain areas of the game that having something that can deal with radiation is going to be useful. I went through a good chunk of this game the first time I played it without using power armor, but I remember just collecting a couple of them, and I was like, holy moly, they're taking up space. What do I do with these? There's that. So it works a little bit differently. So again, it's been a long time since I played it, you know, with power armor, I should say. Like, you know, I think it was like, what, 2 years ago or so now? Or actually a little over a year ago. So unless they change the mechanics of how it works, that's kind of what I remember. It takes up weight, and it's just something you have to manage. Let's go ahead and deploy this power beacon. Let's see, how do we get this to work here? We just click on that, insert beacon. Okay, repair beacon has been removed. Deploy the beacon. Let's go ahead and grab this. This guy had some toothpaste, at least. Oh shit. At least he cared about hygiene.
Launch detected. Distance 12 meters. 800 meters. 400 meters. Mother load connection. Connection complete. Repair systems engaged. Mother load status nominal. Repeat, status nominal. Initiating breach procedure. User, stand clear.
Stand clear? I'm behind a guardrail. Does that count? Oh, shit. There it is, the mother
User
load.
presence detected. Priority materials deposited in docking station. Mother load 003 complete, user.
Nina, the RV of gear.
Mother load remembers.
Mother load remembers. Collect the mother load's gift. Let's see, where is the mother load's gift at? Drink dirty water. Let me see what this guy had on him. Okay. Where's the mother load's gift? Mother load's yeah. Aha. All right, here we go. Docking station dispenser. Money. That's it. Quest completed. The mother load. Let's see here. Item reward. Aluminum ore, black titanium, lead, iron, ultracite scrap, maybe some other stuff here. Yeah, so I don't really know if I want to grab this. That guy's at level 595. Nina, earlier there was a dude like in the 2000s that I seen on the map somewhere. Security breach. What level was that dude? He's a 25. He's like me. Yeah, there was a dude that I remember seeing here. Yeah, this guy's at 878. Who's this dude over here? 89. Oh man, dude, he's out there alone and afraid. This guy's at 111. This guy's at 749. The monkey 654 nuts. Monkey nuts. Yep, switchback zombie. Anyways. Okay. I don't know if I'll ever get that far. I'm not going to go ahead and collect the power armor right now. We really don't need it. The excavator set, I think, is a piece of unique-ish kind of power armor that you can get. So if we get a chance to get that, then we'll get it. But I think we're at the end of what we were doing here in Hornwright. I do want to go check and see this computer really quick and see what it does. Now that I've at least completed the quest. What's this? A Salisbury steak. Oh man, I just noticed we are thirsty. Holy moly, how did I let my thirst get so low? Let's go ahead and drink some purified water. There we go. Okay. We had that nice Salisbury steak too. Alright, let's go ahead and look at this control terminal. Begin debug sequence. Failure. Remote connection procedure failed due to repair required. Gotcha. Debug trace was not initiated due to an unknown error. What about set default auto? No other devices are detected. Is your audio device receiving power? Is hardline connection active? Check first. Thank you. Okay. That didn't do anything. Alright. I just had to check it just to make sure. I think we got everything in here though, so we can go ahead and wait a minute. What was that over there? Let's see, we already checked that. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, there wasn't anything else here. Well, that was a neat little side quest. We got a lot of lore about a lot of different things. Specifically more about the Hornwright Garahan mining situation, but also learned a little bit more about Sam Blackwell, the Free States to some degree. And everything going on with atomic mining and Robco and the military and kind of what they were involved in. This is... Why am I not moving? Hold on a second. Door press. Here we go. Hold on a second. Help team leader enter solo. The cave? Can we go in the cave? Hold on a second. What's in the cave? I'm curious. This has been one of Nina's streams. She loves it when I yap. lot of reading stream to be precise. What is this? Requires key. ID card. This is locked elsewhere. Does my senior executive card not work on this door? How embarrassing is that? Yeah, Kyan, she's like, joke's on you. You actually called me Nina. I guess we can't go in here. Interesting. The cave, huh? Okay, so that's a sub-level and then the executive floor. Let's go back up here. So apparently having an all-access badge, senior executive level card doesn't mean anything if you can't get inside the Bat Cave. I want to see what's inside the Bat Cave. Let's see, what else do we got in here? Why do I hear stuff moving around out there? I have no idea. Okay. It looks... Oh, what's this? Radaway? Let's go ahead and use that. Okay. It looks like we got everything else here that we needed, so there wasn't anything here worth grabbing. New River Red Ale. Why not? Let's go ahead and drink that. Burnt textbook. Whiskey bottle. Yellow blue lamp. Okay. Not seeing anything there. That's where we came out of. There wasn't much else here. I swear I hear something moving around. We'll figure it out. And then let's see. So there was this level over here, but I don't think lead ore. Oh, we can go ahead and take that. Stim pack. Here we go. External. We already talked to that thing before. Check. Let's see. We'll grab that. Checking to see if there's any holo tapes or something like that I might have missed, but I don't think so. I think we got everything. It'll be a hot minute before we come back here. I'm pretty certain at some point we have to come back into this building for a few other quests that we have to do. Okay. All right. Looks like we're good. Okay, let's go ahead and game plan what we're gonna work on next year. Data. All right, so we finished that. Let's see. I don't think I really. Let's see. We don't want to go up there just yet. Tadpole stuff. That's much later. Tentative plans. That's all camp related stuff, which I don't really want to do right now. The Overseer's mission. I'm surprised they have this as a side quest. This was part of, like, to me, this is part of, like, the main quest that you have to do. I don't know why they got it characterized there, but... Into the Mystery. We'll do this one later. This is a longer one. I do kind of remember this one a bit, but we'll do that one later. Investigate Fisherman's Rest. This is for the fishing stuff. And then this is an ally. So an ally, it's not a companion. It's like not in the way that we get them in Fallout 4. From what I recall, you can't get companions in this game, but you can get like a camp ally, and this is one of the dudes that I had before, actually, Beckett. So I'm gonna wait to do this one for a while because he's the quests that he gives you or that you have to do for him. It's pretty. There's quite a lot involved with it. I kind of remember being pretty good, but we'll do that one later. Okay, main. So the new arrivals, that's the main story quest. I don't really want to go back. Let's see here. Now that I'm inoculated against the Scorch Plague, I should go speak to the Overseer back at her home. We're not going to do that just yet. Welcome to the neighborhood. That's part of the Brotherhood of Steel, if I recall. We're going to wait to do that one. Read the nightclub advertisement. Where is that one at? Let me see here. Read the nightclub advert. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Show on map. That's what I wanted to do. Apparently it's not going to show it on map. Hold on a second. That is where... Okay. I think I know what this quest is. I think this has to do with expeditions. I think this allows you to do stuff like the Pitt and Atlantic City. I think. This is the, if I remember right, this is the White Springs area. And there's a whole... It's going to be nice to get this place unlocked, because this is like a good place to go to be able to do like selling stuff. But if I remember right, I think that's what that quest is. If it is, we don't need it right now. Let's go ahead and uncheck that one. So let's go back to the fire breathers. Okay. How do I get out of here? I think we got to go this way. Let me see. How long have I been streaming for? Okay, we're good. We're good for a little bit longer. Let's see, Cassandra, you said the Brotherhood of Steel, you'd like to be able to see him in this game? Well, we will eventually. I really always liked the Brotherhood of Steel and all the Fallouts, so I think they did a pretty good job in this game. Okay. Well, that was definitely not a whole lot of action, but it was a lot of reading. But it was some good reading, some good world building. But now we're going to get into some more action. So, actually, not quite just yet. We might not... Oh, shit, I hear somebody to my right. Yep. We got a feral ghoul. Not a good spot to be. Okay. We're right in the thick of it right now. Let me grab this. I should have grabbed that soap. It's been a long time since we took a bath, you know. Let's see here. Fire breathers. We need to go. What is that? Is that a event tea time? Looks like there's a big event going on over there right now, huh? Okay. So we need to get back over here to the fire breathers. So we're gonna kind of like cross the bridge. Let's see, it's taking us back over that way. I think I'm just gonna like kind of risk it. We're just gonna take a shortcut across the water over here. I have no clue what we're gonna run into, but it should be okay, I think. I'm kind of wondering what's shooting over there. Dude, it's insane how that building is. It's like you got like this massive, like, you know, Hornwright industrial with like some slums that are kind of like right up next to it. I didn't realize that door was there. Let's go see what's inside this little door right over here. Hello? Turn my light on so I can see. Hello, hello, hello. What do we have here? Nothing. Okay, let's see. Nothing there, nothing there. Okay. This, oh, I thought that was a stim pack. Have I become a P-star yet in Fallout 2? No. I did not take the sex appeal perk. I kind of wonder like how that actually works out for you when you're playing the game. Faded visor. Let's see if we get some pre-war money. It's a spacesuit helmet. Oh my god. We're gonna take that. Spaceship. If anybody has seen the Lego movie, that's what that reminds me of. That one character in there. Spaceship. It's pretty sparse over here right now. There's a dude over there. We can probably snipe him. Where am I getting shot at over here? I'm getting shot by a couple different things here, aren't I? Holy moly. Am I like that blind I can't see where I'm getting shot from? Oh, shit, dude, you're up there. Take that. Okay, looks like we took care of those guys. Alright. I kid you not, Nina. No joke. There is a perk in Fallout 2 that is, or not a perk, it's not a perk, it's a, was it a trait? I think that's what it was. I kid you not. There was a trait inside Fallout 2 called sex appeal. One of the starting characters you can start with is a female named, oh god, what was her name? I can't remember what her name was. But one of her starting traits was sex appeal. And I was like, I wonder how this works out in the game, you know? Man, I'm taking out super mutants left and right. Look at that. Anyways, no, we made Zero Shroud in the game. The chosen one. The local Robin Hood of Fallout 2. Rob from the rich and get back to the poor. Saver of all cats. Let's go ahead and take this. We absolutely always do good, never do bad. Good playthrough only. Oh, I can't get this way, can I? That's right. It's like blocked off. So we need to go this way anyways. I hear something over here. Oh, whoa, whoa, what is that? A Snallygaster? Oh, dude, he's upset, isn't he? Wow. We dropped like three rounds into him, and he didn't even flinch. Got him. Savior of all cats is questionable. Listen, it's oh Jesus. Fucking cool. That scared the Christ out of me. It's the thought that counts. Hey, look at that. I got rank 8. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. All right. Listen, I feel like my character is closely associated with Ace Ventura, right? Lover of all animals. I ran across a dog in Fallout 2, and like Fallout 1, like I gave it some meat, and I thought we got dog meat because he was kind of following me around, but he wasn't actually like going with me anywhere outside of like a certain area. So I was like, why isn't dog meat like following me? Can I only have like one companion or what have you? Apparently it's not dog meat, it was just a random dog. So like we done good, and I got like a little in-town companion following me around, but it's not the dog meat. I don't know if we get dog meat in the game, but yeah. I make cat nuggets each weekend. Oh my god. Let's see. So we got to go looking for some stuff in here because we got to take a test. I need to turn off this radio though. Where is said radio? Oh boy. And this is there's a lot going on here. Oh, there's a terminal in there. Okay, we could probably hack that one. I hear something. I hear something not good. Man, I can like hear breathing. Holy moly. Let's see, we got the jukebox. We'll go ahead and leave that alone. What do we got here? 38 rounds. What is that noise? Holy cow. I think they're upstairs. Let's go look upstairs. Sounds like it's a ghoul. Oh yeah, that's a ghoul. Let's go ahead and go upstairs and clean this out. You can recruit dog meat in Fallout 2. I will be on the lookout for him. Oh, it's not a ghoul. It's a rat. Jesus. Okay, hopefully that's the only one. Friggin' monstrous rat. What the hell? Oh, it's a shower. I gotcha. Okay. All right. So yeah, this is the local fire station here. We're going to be joining the fire brews. Oh, we need to eat these preserved Instamash. Hell yeah! Eat pre-war food. Nice. Let's see, blood pack. Let's go ahead and grab that. Actually, we'll grab all that stuff. Let's see, what do we got over here? Wooden crate, nothing. Look at this nicely made bed, man. This is what I'm talking about. You never see this in like the older Fallout games, you know? Like these sheets look like they were just washed yesterday. Holy moly. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we got nothing. And this is overseeing the engines that they have. That looks like an area that we want to get to over there. I don't know how we get over there though. Let me go check and see. This is trading post supplies.
Fire breathers are the elite of the responders, taking out the scorched one at a time.
Duct tape. Hell yeah. What do we got here? Handmade glue? How do you make handmade glue? Canned dog food. Let's go ahead and eat that too. Alright, eat pre-war food. There we go. Another boost. Yeah, let's go ahead and turn that off over there. That's what I was looking for. This sucker right there. Okay. What is this? A miner uniform? We don't need that. Printer. So we need to be on the lookout for some clues about the test. Unless I can get the answers from it around here somewhere. User access denied. Contact Melody Larkin or Hank Madigan for clearance. Okay, so we can't get on that just yet. No worries. Okay, let's see here. Someone came in here and destroyed all the protectrons. How dare they? This takes me out up. Let's see, where does this take me to? This takes us up on the roof. Do we have any reason to be up here? I don't think so. Let me go check and see what's over here really fast. Gotta have some canned dog food. Let's see. Oh, we got some binoculars. I think I have a set already. I don't know, but let's see. We got a stealth boy. We'll take that. Didn't look like there's really much else over here. Okay. I think here pretty soon we'll get our fireman's uniform, which is pretty cool looking. Okay, so we need to... let's see, was there anything? Did we come? I came from over this side, right? No, we didn't look in here. Oh, the master terminal. Yeah, we couldn't get inside there. Did this just loop around? I thought... Let's see, this puts us over here. Okay. And then that loops us over there. I did some volunteer work for a little bit. It was definitely very rewarding. I don't have the time to do it right now. Otherwise, I'd probably get back into it. But okay, here's the Overseer's cache. Let's go ahead and grab the stuff that the Overseer left for us. And then let's go ahead and listen to the log here.
Overseer's log, Charleston Fire Department. Automation used to define life in West Virginia. Now it's the only thing left. These training programs that the responders have set up. How many survivors were running through these? It takes a certain calling to voluntarily run into the middle of a fire. Rescue people. Looks like they kept up that spirit, even as the dangers changed. They must have fought the Scorched up close more than anyone. I need to find out what they knew.
Okay. Can't remember who was wanting me to ring the bells before. Was that you, C.A.M.P, or was that Mr. K? Who won it? Anyways, bell has been rung. Alright, so... okay, these little thingies right here. Mine signaling quick reference guide. I'm not going to remember all this stuff. Fire breathers signaling quick reference. While inside of a mine or traveling as a group, talking needs to be kept to an absolute minimum. In order to communicate with others, your signal lamp should be used to communicate the following. 1 long flash, 1 quick flash as proceed forward. 2 long flashes, halt in place. 1 long flash, 1 quick flash, 1 long flash, retreat immediately. Repeating flashes is danger. For any of you who have previously worked in mines, this may be different than what you're used to. We're forced to change our signaling when folks started running into ambushes by some of the less hospitable survivors. If you see the old signaling, be aware it's probably not coming from a friendly source. I think they're pretty, most places that I've seen, that's generally the case. Oh yeah, we got some dumbbells here. Let's see here. So we had something about the flashes. We're gonna need to know that for the test. Oh, look it. We got a fire axe here. Let's go ahead and take that. I probably won't use it, but let's see. Because we got the test is right there. Our friend isn't in here. I wonder where she's at. She was here last time. Let's see, what do we have here? Asphyxiation and you. A safety guide courtesy of the worker protection team at the Garahan Mining Company. Do you like breathing? Well, of course, we all do, but the hazards of the modern mine can get the best of us. This short pamphlet will walk you through the various situations that you may find yourself in during your time in the mine. Dealing with fire. You found yourself in a smoky space with no breathing apparatus. Well, don't despair. Grab the nearest rag or cloth, dunk it in some water, and cover your mouth. Then stay low as you make your way to safety. Dealing with fire. Just like Loopy Uncle Larry at the family barbecue, whenever water makes an appearance inside of a mine, things can get out of control fast. If you find water, if you find water is improperly draining during extraction, or water seems to be coming from places that it shouldn't be, it is in your responsibility to report it to your supervisor immediately. Okay, dealing with gas. Knock knock, who's there? It's a mysterious gas from inside the mine. A mysterious gas from, oh no, you're dead. Mine gases are no joke. If your monoxide detector smells something fishy while working underground, get out immediately. Immediately evacuate the space. It should be your only response. Okay. Oh, there she is, Tiffany Brantley. She said she was wanting to join the fire breathers. She's been studying for the test for God knows how long, but she can't pass it. Anti-scorched tactics. Okay, by Claire Hudson. I hope by now that I've made one point crystal clear. The Scorched are lethal. They are nothing less than an existential threat if we cannot find a way to defeat them, or at the very least contain them. There's no reason to think that they won't spread far and wide, transforming or destroying everything in their path. We don't know nearly enough about the Scorched to develop real tactics. With what we know so far, it mostly amounts to common sense approaches for dealing with them, any deadly predator. I'll summarize those points below. If you're unfortunate enough to encounter a scorched beast, likely because it has decided to hunt you, do everything in your power to keep away from it. If you've got a gun and you can find an enclosed space to fire from, that's ideal. Scorched beasts are far too big to fit in small spaces. Actually, I think I read this one last time already. Let's see. Reminder that scorched beasts emit strong radiation. That, coupled with their powerful bite, should compel you to keep your distance at all costs. If you've got no other choice, you should at least consider using some Rad-X before you engage the creature at close range. Scorched humans are savage and deadly. While their ability to speak is limited, don't think that they're mindless. They retain enough intelligence and memory to use guns and other weapons, and they're hostile to just about everything they perceive as a potential threat. Fight the Scorched as you would a raider, albeit with one deadly plague. Of vital importance is keeping your distance to minimize the risk of infection. Stay in cover when you can, but give ground to those you need. Do not let them get close to you. I know that that's not much to go on. There's still so much that we don't know about these creatures, and hopefully it'll help at least a little. Let's see here. I seem to remember... Let's see here. There's a little... I wonder if this is where she's been sleeping at here. What do we got here? We'll go ahead and take that stuff. I seem to remember there being some more... Let's see. I need to find... What is this? Painted wood door. Oh, man, this guy got crushed. This is like John here, working in the gym, and he's like, oh man, I don't have a spotter. I'm just kidding, John, by the way. These people were hugging each other. Let's see here. I picked up the one that was over here already. This is probably more like John's weight right here. Like, lifting everything. Oh, or that one. Let's see here. There, I was looking for the the locker room, because I think there was some notes inside the locker room too that I missed. Let me go check really fast. I don't remember where the locker room was at though. Let me see. Let me go ahead and scrap some stuff while I'm here. Scrap all the junk. Okay, and we'll scrap the... I picked up a fat man? Where did I pick up a fat man from? Good lord. I mean, that's cool and all, but like, I don't have any mini nukes, and it just is like gonna weigh me down quite a bit. Let me get rid of one of those, and then let's see. We don't need that one. We don't need that. God, I really don't know if I want to carry this damn thing around. How much does it weigh? It weighs 20 pounds. I'll keep it for now, but okay. I was looking for the locker room. Maybe it was it over here? No. There might be some notes over here. Let me just do a quick search around here really fast. Let's see. It's gonna be like just laying around. Let's see, there's a fire axe. Okay, not seeing it over there. This take me outside. That takes us outside. We don't need to go that way. Let's see. This takes me back over here. Fire. So everything else is probably upstairs. Okay. Let's go back upstairs really quick. Yeah. Wait. What's this door go to? That's the one that I shut, wasn't it? Okay. All right. Let's head back upstairs. I think I probably missed it when we were in there earlier, but I think that I heard something. Let's see. There was no notes in here. Okay. We're gonna try. If I can't find it, we're just basically gonna try to wing it. Let's see. Okay, I don't remember seeing any notes in here. Yeah, I think it was not the locker room, but the sleeping room. I thought there was some notes. I thought there were some notes in here, but I guess I was wrong. Okay, we might have found everything we needed off of all those notes. So let's go ahead and just try to see if we can pass this test and become a fire breather. Let's go ahead and head back down here. It's probably quicker if we jump down this way. Okay. Do we have what it takes? Oh, wait. Here's some other stuff here. Evacuate, wet rag, something, retreat, signal help. Okay. Knowledge exam and registration. See director upstairs for test help. Okay, let's see here. Knowledge exam. All right, here we go, folks. Welcome to the Fire Breathers training program. You're here because we believe that you have the stones to survive in the ash heap, and more importantly, to help us stop the scorched things from taking it over. This system will walk you through 3 exams designed to prepare you for what's to come, starting with the knowledge exam below. Be sure to review your unit-issued study materials before starting. Melody Larkin. Initiate the exam. Oh man, there's 7 questions. Whew. So, pass the knowledge exam. Search the station for knowledge exam study materials. Okay. The tunnel that you're traversing has begun filling up with a strange gas. You're without breathing apparatus. What do? Light a match to find the source of the leak. All right. Let's see here. Evacuate as quick as possible. Okay. While traversing a smoke-filled building, your breathing apparatus has failed. Which of the following will serve as the best replacement? Well, cover your face in a plastic wrap, obviously, right? I mean, if you can't breathe, then you're not breathing in toxic-filled smoke. That's probably what they want you to do. Okay, wet water-soaked rag. Number 3 of 7. One of your fellow fire breathers has been burned. The area is painful to the touch, but no blisters are forming. You've applied a cool compress. What is the next thing you should do? Well, it's just a burn, so obviously you want to cut all blood to the limb as possible to prevent the burn from becoming any worse, right? Okay, let's gently bind the burn with clean bandages. Coat the burn in dirt. Burn it a little bit more too and, cauterize it. Why don't you? All right. While exploring a collapsed mine, your team leader flashes the safety light quickly 3 times. What does this mean? Retreat immediately, if I recall. I thought the flashing lights was danger. But maybe it was retreat. I know it's not halt, and I know it's definitely not advance further into the mine. So we're just going to say retreat immediately. Okay, number 5. One of your squad mates has caught a case of sludge lung. What the hell is sludge lung? Which of the following sets of ingredients, when cooked together, can be used as a cure? Good God. Yeah. I mean, if someone has sludge lung, I'm going to give them some scotch, a cigar, and some steaks. I'm going to be like, you got to tough it out, buddy. I think the answer is this one. Ash rose, blight, soot flower. I don't want to give him dirty water. Okay, number 7. You've stumbled upon a band of scorched disease people brandishing clubs. Which of the following is the only acceptable method for engaging them? Let's see here. Charge in and disable them with police batons. Fall back and engage them from a distance with firearms. Sneak up and silently slit their throats. Oh, man. Oh, no, we ain't using any... I'm not using any cheats here. No chat GPT or no Google. None of that. Let's see. Fall back and engage from a distance. You've captured a scorched, infected man. Who you recognize as a childhood friend. What do you do? Convince your friend to join the responders. Bring him back to the station for questioning. End his life as mercifully as possible. You don't think I've ever used Google or ChatGPT? Well, for this game, since I've been playing, no. Like, whenever I play games blind or what have you, like, I try not to look up anything, right? But Cassandra, I hate to burst your bubble, but I use both GPT and Grok for a lot of different things. Okay, I think, man, this is the question that's probably going to screw me up. I mean, the common sense answer to me is it's a scorched infected man, right? This is what I think. The only other one that I think, no, it's not that one. It's got to be this one. All right. Let's see if we got 7 out of 7. Process the answers. View results. Oh, we got it. First try. All right. Return to main menu. Complete the physical exam. Okay. So, physical exam. Please report to your assigned physical exam testing site. All right. Complete the physical exam. Let's see where. Oh my word. Okay. So we gotta head back. We gotta head back to go do some running here. What is that icon over there? I don't know. Let's see. Is this? Yeah, I guess we're just gonna go this. Yep. Thank you all. And there was no cheating done on that one. That was 100% grade A, 0 knowledge. Pure luck, more like it, but you know, anyways. Okay. Let's see. I think this is a way we can get back over there. These super mutants should hopefully be cleared out still, so it should be quick and easy just to kind of run over. But as far as what else we're gonna run into, I have no idea. Thought I heard something. Okay. All right. That's our little homing beacon right over there, so we're just going to kind of walk that way. Whatever comes in our way, we're just going to quickly and mercifully end its life. We don't have time to be sidetracked right now. We got a fire breather to become. Because who doesn't want to be a post-apocalyptic firefighter, right? What is that noise? What in the world? Legendary treasure hunter? Oh, I wonder if I could kill this. Okay, I've never seen this before. It's a 2-star. It's a level 24. I'm a level 24. This should be easy, right? Let's do this. All right, buddy. Shit, he's on the move. Got him. Oh, man, what do we get? Oh. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. A vampire drill? Restores 2 health over 2 seconds when you hit a target. Mr. K would be having a heyday. I imagine that you would get Shrink trying to save someone in this world of shame. Probably. But we're gonna try anyways, right? Let me look at this. Let me look at this drill really fast. My luck. It restores 2% health over 2 seconds when you hit a target. How does this work here? Oh, hell yeah. Why not? Why not? Right, let's get up close and personal and just... Hey, you got a screw loose. Let me see if I can fix that. Okay, looks like we gotta go up here. I can't believe this is a weapon. Who would have thought that a cordless drill, you know, is gonna be the thing that you're gonna, like, run around with, you know, here in a post-apocalyptic, you know, and just be like, oh yeah, like, this is what I need right here. This is the Charleston Herald. Okay, so a feral ghoul. Well, we gotta try this out, don't we? Come here, Mr. Feral Ghoul. I got something for you. You been to the dentist yet? All right, cavity has been fixed. Okay. He's like, no. Okay. All right, let's see, what do we got here? Oh, we got a tape here. Go ahead, let's play this.
All right, settle down, recruits. I know it looks hard, but the course ain't no hill for a climber. Just follow the arrows and keep your head on a swivel. Once you get down a piece, you see the Capitol. Give that button a whack and follow the course back on over here.
This is the stupidest thing we can ever do on it.
What was that? You got something to say, you spit it out.
I just don't see why we gotta go running through all that muck.
Now you listen to me before I smack both eyes into one. My husband is somewhere down in that muck. So's your father, and her gran, and their sisters. We spent weeks crawling through that muck, pulling people out. Thousands of people died in the Christmas flood. More still were never found, drowned, or buried alive. We pulled people out of there for a full year, so you showed some respect.
Damn, dude. Melody ain't joking around.
You got anything else to say?
No, ma'am.
What was that?
No, ma'am.
Good. All right, fire breathers, get out there and run that course like your friends' lives depend on it.
Man, she's a regular Major Payne. Was that my mating call? Man, I have no idea. We'll grab this wood stuff here. Okay, so she said follow the arrows, touch the button over by the Capitol, and then hightail it back. I kind of remember this. Let's see if we can get this on the first try. Attention, fire breathers. When the exam begins, you're to hit the buttons in order. A to B, and then return back to the start to finalize your time. B to A. If you haven't registered for your exam yet, head up to the Charleston Fire Department and check in with the captain on duty, which will be me in all likelihood if I'm still breathing, Melody Larkin. The goal time is 3 minutes or less. Let's go ahead and initiate the physical exam.
Examination will begin in 15 seconds.
All right, we got 15 seconds. Runners high. Let's go ahead and track that. Run to the checkpoint. And so we got to hit said button here.
Exam initiated. Activate initial checkpoint.
All right. Button has been pressed. Follow the arrows. Follow the arrows. This way, this way, this way. Okay, we're going this way. Looks like we're going up. Oh my god, across this. All right. And out here. What the hell? Down? You gotta jump down? Christ. Okay, looks like there's an arrow right there. Alright. Let's see. Okay, following arrows. Looks like we're doing pretty good. There's an arrow right there. Let's see. You got this arrow. So far, so good. We got 2 minutes left. I think we're making pretty good. Oh, man. We got scorched. Pulling out the drill. I ain't got time for no scorched. Ah, shit. Did I hit the button? Hit the button.
Checkpoint activated.
Okay.
Return to start.
There's the arrows. Let's go ahead and keep running. Oh no, man. I lost my arrow. I lost my arrow. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, I see it. I'm out of AP. Oh boy. Let's see, we got an arrow that way. We got this one over here. Ugh. Okay. Oh man, they are coming. Oh shit. I got a turret over here. That was probably a friendly turret. I lost the arrow. I lost the arrow. Okay, we're just gonna keep running this way. I hope this is where we're supposed to be going. I got distracted. How much do I got? 56 seconds left? Okay, so we gotta go back this way. Hey, look, it's level 18. Okay, let's go ahead and go up this way.
Congratulations.
All right, look at that.
Please access terminal to initiate final examination.
First try. My endurance sucks. Okay, initiate the final exam. All right, let's go click on this right here. Fire breathers, physical exam terminal. Initiate final exam.
Greetings, applicant. This is Melody Larkin, Fire Breathers Captain. Congratulations on your progress thus far. Until recently, we'd now be moving you on to our final exam. A nice, easy run through an active mind burn. But these days, we got bigger fish to fry. The scorched creatures have been pouring through Big Bend Tunnel. Someone has to stop them, and the fire breathers are the only ones with the tools and the know-how to get it done. So, for your final exam, you'll be running a course cooked up by our very own Lieutenant Madigan to get you up to speed on dealing with these scorched. Head on over to the Belchin Betty shaft when you're ready. Our handler bot, Bernie, will get you oriented. Come back alive and human, and you're in.
Alive and human, the two qualifications. The Belch and Betty Shack, is that what she said? Let's see here, head to the final exam site. Oh. Okay. So this is starting to take us into the Welch area a little bit here. Checking to see what else we got over here. That's the Overseer's quest line that we got there. Forgot how big this world is, man. We got like a ton of stuff. And I think later this year, like they're gonna do another like map expansion. Like when I first started playing, this area didn't exist. This was part of like the I can't remember what the name of the expansion was. Not the expansion, but the update was called. But this is all new, and I think they're gonna do more of it too. So I'm kind of interested to see like what that's gonna comprise of. Anyway, so this is where we have to head over here. So we got a bit of a haul that we got to do. Let's go ahead and pull out the drill. Let's see. We will be back to this area at some point here. There's a couple interesting little tidbits of information that I remember here in the Charleston Herald. You wonder if you can play as a ghoul and become a fire breather. I think you can, because it... Actually, I don't know. I don't know. I wonder what playing a ghoul is like in this game. I say that and then realize, like, you know, it would have probably been neat to like try playing as a ghoul. I think the ghoul has like an impact when you try going to locations that have like other like human NPCs. But the way the base game was designed, you know, the base game was like didn't have any human NPCs. It was all kind of like automation, because like when the game first released, there was no NPCs around. Everything had pretty much died off. And I know a large part of the community didn't like that. Oh man, we gotta go test this out. Oh, hello, Mr. Super Mutant. Oh yeah, I got something for you. Take that. There another guy in here? Come here, Mr. Super Mutant. Oh, he's right there. Oh, Jesus. And since it's a vampire, it heals you at the same time. He's got a doll head. Let's see. Anyways, yeah, so there was a lot of people that didn't like the fact that there was, like, no NPCs, because it made the world feel like dead, you know, like deader than dead. When I think about the aspects of how they created the main story in this game, and the world building that they did with it, like, I think it was kind of a neat idea, and I think people just weren't used to having to, like, go out and kind of, like, discover the story for yourself, you know, rather than have it kind of told to you. It reminds me a bit of, like, Dark Souls to some degree, you know, like, granted, in Dark Souls, there's some NPCs, and you get little bits and clues, but, you know, a lot of the story in Dark Souls is really told through, like, the item descriptions that you get in the game. And for those that were, you know, patient enough to kind of piecemeal the story together, you know, like the Epic Name Bros and the Batch of Videos and everybody like that, you know, it's got a very great story to it, you know, but it's not, like, directly kind of told to you. You know, but if you play, like, you know, Fallout 3, Fallout 4, New Vegas, you know, you have, like, those NPCs that are like giving you, like, all the lore bits and everything. And I think the way that they had designed this was to basically, you emerge from the vault and you have to go find out what happened. You know, you have to basically be like, hey, like, what was going on here, you know? And you gotta piecemeal it together. So I kind of liked the idea when I thought about it like that, but I can see why there was just kind of a lot of pushback from the community. Like, no, this isn't how Fallout games are, you know, and you know, we need NPCs. So I think they did a pretty good job trying to kind of, like, build this game back up to where it's at right now. So like I said, I've had a lot of fun with it. What is that little diamond up there? I think that's where we have to go to. I've had a lot of fun with it, but there's a ton of lore in this game, and there's a lot going on with little... The hell? Thought I heard something. There's a lot of little clues here and there that kind of give you little tidbits of what happened, you know. So yeah, so back to your question, Nina, can you become the fire breather as a ghoul? I don't remember if there's an NPC here or not, but I think most of, like, the main story stuff was designed to work with like, they have, like, automation, you know, like they have like Protectrons, they have Mr. Handies, they have, you know, you see me, oh shit, I'm thirsty again. You've seen me dealing with, like, the computers and such here and there, and that's kind of how it works. So I would be curious too, like, how far you can get in the game as a ghoul, or how you work, and even the stuff you can't do. I guess apparently you just get a mask that you just put on, and you're like, hey, I'm no longer a ghoul, I'm a human. So yeah, you see here, like, you have a Protectron that you have to deal with. His name is Bernie, by the way. Cassandra said that's a reason why the Souls games are so intimidating for you, is because of the way that the story stuff was. Yeah, I mean, like, the Souls game is a game that you could play, like, without really getting into the story. Like, you could just run around and just start killing stuff and just, like, trying to figure it out, you know. But there is a really good story to it, you know, and it is very rewarding for those that choose to try to figure it out, you know. It looks like we have a set of power armor here. I don't know if I'm going to want to try to use it or not. Let's see what Bernie has to say.
Applicant detected. Kit ticket issued. Please collect your gear.
All right. Interact. Let's see. Collect your kit. Oh ho, we're getting our fire suit.
Examination briefing. Holotape issued.
And I got a holotape as well. Let's see here, what do we got here? All right, let me see what we got here.
On equipment is not encouraged.
Fire breather helmet, fire breather uniform. Can you put on the gas mask? No, you cannot. Okay. Check out. All right. Check us out. Look at that. 100% grade A fire breather, ready to take on the final exam here. That looks awesome. Super excited again. We're number 4. All right. It says, listen to the fire breather's final exam briefing holotape. Let's see, holotapes. Fire breather final briefing exam.
Welcome, recruit, to your final exam. I'm Hank Madigan, fire breather lieutenant. Exam simple. Reach the bottom of the mine, hit the emergency beacon down there, and come back up. All you gotta do is survive a little slice of living hell, all the scorch that call it home. And I get this is extreme, but we need to know if you can hack it before you got half a dozen other people counting on you. But you're not going in empty-handed. Along with your suit, you've been issued a modified 10mm. We figured out the Scorched aren't big fans of depleted ultrasite. Took a field trip to AMS HQ to figure out how to make the stuff, but it's the most effective tool we found for putting them down. So time to prove you can put it to good use. Suit up, strap in, and move out, recruit.
Right, so we got a modified weapon here. Let's see here. Weapons. My vampire drill. Let's see, so we should have gotten anti-sorched. Dude, look at the condition that shit's in. How dare they? Is there even a place I can repair stuff around here? Let me
Use
grab this.
of deadly force is authorized against infected personnel.
There might be something over at the rusty pick. Now I gotta like zoom out so I can like see my guy, right? So we can actually see this badassery going on right now. Oh! Well, that wasn't badass. Apparently I just broke my ankles. Anyways. The Corey Tortoise famous cigarettes. Please tell me there is a workbench in here. I don't think there is, actually. Now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure there might not be. You know what? Since we're here, let me give it a good go. Oh, it's gone! Dude, someone got it! I can't even give it even if I wanted to. Wow. Okay, well, shit. No, I guess not. Let's see. Was there a workbench in here? What in the world happened in there? Good lord. Aha, here we go. That's a tinker's workbench though. I don't need a tinker's workbench. I'm looking for a weapons workbench. I may have to like move my camp so I can do this. What's down here? I think I remember going. Oh. Well, hello. Let's see. What do we have? A brewing station, weapons workbench. Here we go. That's what I'm looking for. What's this? Mick Flanagan's terminal? Who the hell is Mick Flanagan? Dude, I hate those things. Where does this go to? Is this this place looks not creepy at all. There's an Assaultron here. Somehow I don't remember this. I'm getting pretty sidetracked. This definitely looks like something that's worth exploring. Oh, I hate mannequins. Oh look, it's a little Tommy Whacker game. Let me go back up here really quick. Whack it got me. I should watch the monkey. Zeeb just came out. Is that gonna blow up? I don't like those monkeys. I hate the monkeys. This, man, it looks like there's all kinds of neat stuff in here. Let me find the, yeah, it looks like they have everything you would kind of need down here in this little spot. You got chemistry, you got a power armor station. Let me look at Mick Flanagan's terminal really quick and see what this is. Holy moly. Okay, we got some reading to do. Man. Right. The first layoffs hit Hornwright this week. 12 men, all with families. Some of them worked at the company for 10 years or more. No warning, no severance. It was all just a contract, you see. Hornwright reserves the right to terminate this agreement at any time without warning. It's kind of ironic how a bunch of stinking lawyers with pens could break the backs of miners with pickaxes. It happened so quickly it took time to figure out the cause. It turns out they started bringing in those robots from that newfangled AMS company that built Watoga. That means something needs to be done before we all lose our jobs. Oh, I'm sorry, Nina. I didn't understand you were talking about. I thought you were talking about the monkey that I was just looking at. There is a movie called The Monkey that just came out. I don't know. That'd probably creep me out. I might have to watch it though. We finally had a chance to speak with O'Connor and Fletcher today. They've agreed to gather 20 miners each and meet back at the woods outside of Charleston. It's time to meet and figure out how we're going to fight Hornwright, AMS, and anyone else that threatens our way of life. I'm sensing a few of the miners don't want to join the cause, but we'll make them change their mind. It's all of us or none of us. There's nothing in between. The plan is set. O'Connor's group is heading to Watoga to protest AMS, and Fletcher's group will head to Charleston to flip the finger at Hornwright, and my group is going to go slow down the works at the Rockhound and the Mount Blair. We will shout, we'll hold signs, and we won't swing a single pick until they're willing to talk to us. We've got Sam Blackwell waiting in the wings to give us a hand if companies are willing to talk. I only hope that we can keep our people in line. I'm hearing some folks talking about going further than just protesting. Okay. 2 of the folks from my group got arrested last night for throwing rotten vegetables at Penny Hornwright's limo. The cop said that some bullcrap about assault, but how can we be sure how can we hurt someone with a tomato? We tried to put a call into Sam Blackwell since he knows the legal mumbo-jumbo, but he all of a sudden isn't answering any of our calls. When I finally got through to his secretary, she said that she hasn't seen him in days. I hope this isn't a trick that AMS or Hornwright cooked up to weaken our side. It's a dark comedy horror? Okay. Fletcher's entire group was arrested last night for trespassing on Hornwright's property, and he got canned. Somehow, the property line for the mine mysteriously moved 100 feet outwards overnight, and the miners didn't know that they were standing on private land. That son of a bitch of a CEO, Daniel Hornwright, waited until Blackwell skipped out on us to pull this stunt. So he likes to play dirty. Well, fine. We'll play dirty. Let's see how he likes it when we take some shovels to his damn auto miners. Word came in from Welch that a bunch of veins of ultracite peeked out of the nasty mugs from a ground shaker 2 days ago. Lost half of my team when they ran home to start grabbing whatever that they could. Not even 12 hours after the frenzy. The AMS goon squads moved in ready to demolish houses to get at their, quote, property. People were none too pleased, and that's when shooting broke out. I called for another meeting with the O'Connor group. We need to act now before AMS and Hornwright erases us from the map. And then the last one here. We've decided to split into 2 groups again. I'm taking my group to capture the Rockhound on Mount Blair, and O'Connor will take to his Bramwell to blow their mega mansion sky high. Since Hornwright are such good friends with AMS, it's time to show them both that we aren't the kind of folk that can just be pushed around. After we're heard here, it'll be time to take the fight to Watoga and burn it to the ground. It's possible that this will be my last entry, so if anyone reads this, and I'm long buried, I hope they carry on the message and keep the fight alive. Okay, so Mick Flanagan was definitely kind of one of the leading efforts behind the uprising. Okay, let's go ahead and modify and repair my thing. The Conjuring, a horrifying movie. I'm kind of a wuss when it comes to like the paranormal movies. Let's see, we can't add legendary mods. Let me go back. Let's see, we can inspect repair, workbench repair. Alright, so that is now done. How's everything? Oh, whoa. Let's see that one. We don't need that. Fire axe. Everything else seems to be in pretty decent shape. I haven't watched Annabelle yet. I've seen it on the, like, on Netflix and stuff, but I haven't watched it yet. What is that? Oh my god. Holy moly. This place isn't as safe as I think it is if you got, like, mold breakers in here. This is the purveyor over here. Is that his eye right there? I don't know, these guys are... Missile control? Look at all this stuff that he's got back there. He's got all kinds of neatness. He's got, like... Got all kinds of neatness, it looks like. Is that a robotic leg lamp? Okay. I can't believe someone came in here and grabbed the pie. All right. We'll call him Carlos. So, now we gotta go back here. This is our anti-scorched 10 mil. I got this in my drill. I like my little one-liner. It looks like he got a screw loose. Fixed. Okay. Alright. So, this is our final test. We have to go into the Garahan Mining Company. It says... Whoops, let's go ahead and read. I listened to the tape provided by Bernie. There's a mine full of scorched. I have to go to the bottom, hit the emergency beacon, and come back up. All without getting eaten. Okay. We know what we have to do. Alright, look at that. Zero shroud. Firefighter, responder, fire breather, hopeful. We shall see in the next episode if we emerge alive from this scorch-infested mine. Armed only with an anti-scorch 10 mil and a drill. I'm sure we'll probably use some other stuff too, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, we are a hopeful at this point. We're not a full-fledged fire breather yet, but we have our final exam that we have to take. All right, folks. It is midnight here now. Super late. I appreciate you all hanging out tonight. Thank you so much. You all are wonderful. I hope you all have a wonderful Friday or rest of your Friday evening and a great weekend if I don't see you, okay? All right, folks. Have a great night, and we'll catch you later. Take care.